My name is Val. Welcome to a unique social experiment designed to push 9 humans to their personal breaking points. Welcome to Solitary. My subjects know nothing about the tests and treatments they will be forced to endure, each of which is designed to push them to their absolute physical, mental, and emotional limits. Living in isolation pods and cut off from all contact, they are not competing against each other, but against themselves. In the end, only one will remain. He or she will leave solitary with $50,000. How long will it take for each of them to reach their own personal breaking point? My role is to observe, to push, and to prod, and to discover who will crack next. Previously on Solitary, I introduced my 9 guests to their new home.
It's going to be a little lonely in here, a little uncomfortable.
I took away their names and replaced them with numbers.
David.
6,
8, 4.
That is correct.
Yeah, I'm catching on.
I then conducted an
I would
experiment
like to take away the hula hoop.
I will take away their guitar.
designed to test their tendency for kindness
I don't want to take anything.
or cruelty.
Take all 3 away.
Number 7 was the cruelest by far. Finally, after depriving them of sleep for days, I began the first treatment. Waking them at random intervals with a jarring alarm. The only way to get any sleep was to memorize and enter a numeric code that grew longer and longer.
When does this end?
Confused and disoriented, number 9 quit first, forcing him to leave solitary forever. Number 8, a beautician, also hit her red button. But because she was not the first to quit, she remains in solitary free from the effects of this treatment.
I'm really relieved. Really relieved.
Meanwhile, my other 7 guests continue to struggle, having no idea that anyone has quit. I have learned who was the weakest. I must now discover who is the strongest. Reminder, number 2 failed on the 7th code cycle and must now endure the alarms until she quits.
I was thinking about my daughters. My youngest daughter has autism, and I'm here because I want to prove to my daughters that if you set your mind to something, you can make anything happen.
Using lint balls from her blanket as a counting device, number 3 has managed to keep up with the ever-changing code. Well done. 12th cycle. The new code is the same as the last code, multiplied by 2.
Nah, ha, ha.
This is a psychotic experiment show, a reality show. Let's see if anyone can go nuts.
Number 6 has started to use his hair gel as a memory aid.
It actually took me a long time before I'd start writing it down on the mirror. I just consider that smart thinking.
I'm so tired right now. I don't think I'm thinking very clearly. I'm somebody who would rather come dead last than second place.
Number 2, how will you feel if you are the first person to quit?
I'm kind of expecting it. The only saving grace to pressing that red button, honestly, was the thought of being in my bed and kissing my daughters. I guess the one good thing about going home, right now would be that there's comfort in home.
Number 2,
Yes.
I must tell you, you are not the first person to quit solitary. You do not look pleased by this information.
I'm absolutely miserable. I'm tired, I'm cranky, and I'm just gonna say it. My nipples have been hard for I don't know how long because it's so freaking cold in here. I can handle the lights, I can handle the noise, I can handle the junky little bars that we have to eat, but the constant like cold nose, to me that's worse than any test we've had so far. And if that is part of all of this, is to be that uncomfortable, then you're really, really, really succeeding.
Perhaps sleep will help you find the will to win. Number 2 is the third guest to quit this treatment. I will continue to deprive the others of sleep until one of them emerges as the master of the codes.
Wouldn't you be surprised if I got it?
This is too easy for Sheezy, my kneesy, Val Easy.
I think the important thing is to be able to adapt.
I'm not sure how much longer I can hold out because I have no existence of time right now.
I think in life, sometimes the scariest place to be is alone with your own thoughts. As the days go on, I'm sure things will be going through my mind and seeing if I can just push myself that much further.
I just believe so strongly in myself and being determined in getting what I want and put up with a lot.
Well, I'm here to be the last man standing. It's a matter of just accepting the discomfort and going with it.
Attention, please. You have now endured my sleep deprivation challenge for more than 5 hours. And number 6 is the clear champion. This treatment is now over.
Yay!
Number 6, you have conquered every code. I will reward you with a hot meal when you awaken.
You want to hear something interesting? I still remember the very first code you gave me. I could have been doing this all night long.
Do you want me to be impressed?
No, I'm just showing you. Just showing you don't know what you're up against. I came to this competition doing a lot of talk about how good I was. Basically, I beat everyone at their best. It's early on in the game, and I wanted to prove a point that I could take them all down.
I acknowledge that for now, you have established yourself as the leader.
I always am a leader, so it's nothing new.
Very well, number 6. My guests are finally getting meaningful sleep, but it won't last long. The solitary experiment is no place for rest or relaxation.
Coming up, the guests break loose, then break down.
I'm not really in solitary. I have you here with me.
A new test exposes their darkest fears.
Shocking, twisted. I don't see anything right about that.
And then,
The long one. It's going to be an all-nighter.
the most demanding treatment to date.
I think I'm going to cry.
Who will quit next?
My body's just completely numb.
All this and more when Solitary reboots.
For the first time since their arrival, my guests have enjoyed a normal sleep period. Time to wake up. I know this experience is very demanding. So I offer this musical interlude to either calm your inner savage beast or lift your spirit. Is something the matter, number 3? Number 3.
How's that?
Word.
Beasts calmed. Spirits lifted. For the most part. Attention please. Number 9 has left solitary. This leaves 8 of you to continue with the experiment. Those of you who did not quit the sleep deprivation treatment will now have access to one of your personal items for 30 minutes. And number 6, the winner, gets a hot meal. All guests will be permitted to write a letter home. I encourage you to take advantage of this rare opportunity to reach outside your pods.
Hi, everybody. First off, I miss everyone so much. This is really an amazing experiment. I have absolutely zero human contact with anybody. That is my dream come true, and you guys know that. At first, it was pretty bizarre, but I'm adjusting. I already know that my mind is in control. My body is my safe place, and I'm becoming my own best friend. I couldn't say that before. And Mom, I did wash up today from a bowl, so I am kind of showering. Although I wasn't too fond about bathing from a bowl while people were observing me. It is like a lab rat situation.
Hey, Mama, what's up? Well, I am sitting on the floor of a small room enjoying my time here. And guess what happens next? The absolute worst possible thing ever. Val decides to play songs. I was so upset. I wanted to get up and just let loose, sweat, warm up, have fun with this game solitary. But no, what did I do? Continued to pout in the corner, annoyed at myself because I didn't take advantage of possibly the last opportunity to do a little booty shaking. Why do I always make excuses for not doing things? And why does everything have to be so perfect before I'll take part?
Number 2 is writing to the oldest of her 2 children. How old are your daughters?
6 and 3. They're everything to me. My oldest daughter is very, very creative. And then my youngest daughter is 3, and she doesn't speak. She has autism. Keely, sometimes I don't think I tell you enough just how very proud I am of you. I know Ashley requires more of Mommy's time, and because of that, you sometimes miss out on things. I want you to know you make me proud every single day. You're a wonderful daughter, sister, and friend, and I miss you very much. I'm not really in solitary because I have you here with me.
I am touched by your devotion.
If somebody told me that I had to go through this for 100 days, but at the end of the 100 days, I would hear my little girl talk, or there'd be like a cure for autism, I'd stay in here for 200 days if I had to.
The personal letters have proven quite revealing. Isolation and captivity is an old and effective tool for inducing confessions. Now I will study how the guests interact with their personal items. What is your personal item, number 5?
These are chanting beads. These remind you to center yourself and draw that energy, that life force from the world, from the universe.
How does chanting help you?
Right now, for me, Buddhism lets you look within yourself and understand the fact that you can be happy within yourself. And chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo brings me that inner peace.
Why is inner peace so important to you?
I don't do well with disappointment. I still get disappointed with failure with regard to anything that I do.
Are we really talking about your recent divorce?
I was disappointed in not having a successful relationship. I expected it to be forever.
Hello, number 1. Tell me about your relationship with your hula hoop.
I never leave without it. It's always in my car, and I figured if I could bring it here, that'd make everything a lot easier.
Would you say your hooping is fun or flirtatious?
I would say that hooping is on the borderline of flirting and fun. Since I think I'm pretty much borderline flirtatious and fun, I fit that into my hoop dancing.
Do you think you can flirt with me?
I don't know. I'd have to spend more time with you. We hang around me a little more if I do.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound.
Ultimately, it's only grace that gets me through the day, gets me through trials, gets me through the daily pressures of life. I was definitely lost in my life, not having confidence. It wasn't until I became a Christian that I felt I could leave. I can go out and just do things, to share.
Was blind, but now I see.
Number 6, I observe that you are rather proud of your performance.
Well, that first treatment was just my way of proving that I can handle anything you throw at me.
A bold statement from a guest completely in my control. Are you trying to annoy me?
Yes, I am trying to annoy you a little bit because I want you to come down a little bit harder on me.
The experiment has just started. We have only had one treatment.
And that winner was? Let me hear it.
Pride goeth before the fall.
I'm not going to sit back and look at the fact that I could succeed and I'm good at something and feel ashamed to mention it. I'm setting myself in here because I'm going to be pushed to my limit every single day, and that's why this show's made for me.
You think I made this show just for you?
Well, this is my game, isn't it? Hey, Val. Hey, Valerie. Val!
When we return, a trip to the movies they will never forget.
I hate horror movies. I hate them.
But it's nothing compared to their next treatment,
My mind is strong, my body is strong, I can endure anything.
where quitting is the only way to stop the suffering.
The pain is intolerable.
When Solitary returns.
I am about to initiate my first test. The winner of this test will earn freedom from the excruciating treatment that lies ahead. Let us begin. Your attention, please. It must be terrible for you to go so long without visual stimuli. No internet, no television, no fun.
We'll see.
Let me change that. Please go to your meal slot.
Thank you.
Ah, very good.
I have given you soda and popcorn to enjoy while you watch a movie. Watch it closely, because buried in my movie is a test. When you know the answer, press the green button. If you are correct, you will earn freedom from my next treatment. What my guests do not know is that hidden in my twisted home movie is a math equation. To solve it, my guests will have to count the things they see. They must count the number of shots of a building collapsing, multiply that by the number of octopi, add that to the total number of rats they see, subtract the number of shots of the boy getting wet, add the number of times they see a burning doll, and multiply all of that by the number of times they see meat being drilled. The answer I am looking for is 168. Keep in mind, my guests won't know all of the pieces of the equation until they have seen the entire video once. All right, it's showtime, folks.
Oh man, that's terrible, man.
Wait, 4.
Oh Lord. Why? Enough of the clown already. I'm feeling queasy.
The video was over 20 minutes of hell for my subjects. Remember, the correct answer is 168. All right, guests, what is your answer?
My answer is 2.
320.
Answer is 3.
146.
5.
You gotta be kidding me.
That is incorrect. You will have to try again.
Oh, you have to.
The next showing is about to begin.
This is terrible.
Some of my guests have realized that popcorn is good for counting as well as eating.
$282. 300.
69.
In your dreams, number 6, prepare for third viewing.
Twisty. Twisty.
That was stressful.
72.
324.
Incorrect. Because you rang in early, you will not see the video again until all other guests have finished the third viewing.
30.
Incorrect. Prepare for fourth viewing.
Buildings, 3.
I feel like it's a race now.
42.
19.
Incorrect.
36.
That is incorrect. Prepare for fifth viewing.
Yeah, I'm going to have to say 140.
Yeah, I'm going to have to say incorrect.
120.
Math is not your strong suit.
My answer is 140.
My answer is incorrect.
And my answer is 150.
150.
Wrong.
162.
Close, but not close enough.
168.
Please stand by. The theater is now closed. The correct answer is 168.
Oh.
Congratulations, number 1.
Yay.
You are free from the next treatment.
I feel like a winner.
I will let those of you who were unsuccessful reflect while you prepare for my treatment. I promise you, it will make you regret your recent failure.
At least I don't have to watch that anymore, man.
Coming up,
The whole experiment is a little unsettling.
a treatment that will push everyone to the edge,
I would call it a torture board.
and one of them over it.
The pain is intolerable.
When Solitary continues.
My guests have just completed their first test. It was not merely about counting and math, but also about overcoming the disturbing images presented. Every aspect of Solitary is designed to reveal who my guests are, how they solve problems, and how that affects the problems they face in their daily lives.
The video was shocking. It was twisted. It was horrific. I never expected to see the images that were on that video.
What was wrong with it?
Well, there are images of death and suicide and clowns with knives and forest in the dark, and people being dragged off, I don't see anything right about that.
Clowns disturb you?
It was the beginning one with the clown with the knife. It seemed like it was a little kid and it had a knife in a reverse grip.
Very interesting. There was no image of a clown holding a knife.
I was just caught off guard. It is a little unsettling.
Number 8. Your answers were incorrect, but you adapted well to disturbing images.
I thought it was pretty interesting. I don't get really disturbed by blood and images like that. I kind of like it.
Why do you think you enjoyed a video that other guests found disturbing?
I do tend to surround myself with chaos, whether it be, my career or friends. Chaos will seek out and find me all the time.
Is that why you volunteered for an experiment called Solitary?
Outside of these walls, sometimes I do feel like I'm cracking. Sometimes it does feel like it's too difficult to go on. Why is it really worth it? Why should I go on? Why should I wait until next month, to see what? Disappointment? More bills? What? Hopefully I can use the things that I've learned here and the tools that I've found out about myself and apply it to my life back home.
Number 7. The correct answer was 168. Your last answer was 150.
Because I came 18 points, or 18, away that close, it just kills me to no end. It just bothers me.
What went wrong?
I had the 3 times the 3 plus the 12 plus the 8 minus the 4 times the 6, which gives me 150. 3, but it was to the formula would make 168.
Do you keep replaying your mistakes in your mind?
So I do think over and over my small mistakes, but I use that in a positive way to get me through the next challenge.
Number 2. I perceive that solitary is taking a toll on you.
I don't compete on very little sleep, and I don't usually compete with unknowns.
Is that why the test was difficult?
I feel stupid because when I did my equation, I multiplied it by 5 instead of 6, so I feel pretty stupid right now.
It was a small mistake.
Well, small mistakes are the mistakes that you shouldn't make.
Perhaps you should learn to be more patient with yourself.
I'm not spending gosh knows how long in a room like this away from my little girls so I can learn patience. I mean, I know who I am. I know my flaws.
And now you have the perfect opportunity to work through those flaws.
Value.
Your reaction has been recorded.
Don't get mad at me and put this room at 20 degrees because you can.
How was the movie, number 3?
I hate horror movies. I hate them. I hate horror movies. Ugh. I can't sleep at night. I have bad dreams.
What was the scariest part?
Maybe it's more about looking like an idiot. That's probably what it is. Scary to look like an idiot. You like that bimbo that doesn't know what's going on.
Your fears limit you.
Yeah, I think so. I've always been very shy. Throughout childhood, it was horrible. Having the answer in my head and not raising my hand because I'm too scared. What if it's wrong?
Number 4, your final answer was 162. You were only off by 6.
I'm trying to figure out where I screwed up, which I know is either the doll may have been 8 or possibly 13 rats. And I'm pissed off that I missed it.
You are angry with yourself?
Especially since I was so close. That's what's worse. The video wasn't that bad, but it's not something you want to watch every day. Buildings collapsing, that's actually kind of cool. Animals are no big deal.
No big deal?
I grew up on a farm, basically, and, people had to do that to eat, kill pigs and goats and chickens and stuff. So I've seen that happen in real life.
You were very stoic during my movie, number 6.
None of them were really any happy images. I tried my best to put some happy quotes at a couple of them just to keep myself from being bothered by them.
You used your strategy with the hair gel and the mirror, and yet the correct answer eluded you. Do you still think this is your game?
It's okay. I see now why I came up with the wrong answer, and maybe next time I'll get them.
Number 1, you are the winner. How did you figure it out?
Well, at first I was using my fingers and toes, and then I realized I had popcorn. It hit me that I could use it as an object instead of just eating it.
As the winner of the first test, are you already thinking about winning all of solitary?
Oh, I already know what I'm going to do with the $50,000. I would pay back my grandmother from her helping me with school.
That's very giving.
I am a giving person, but I wish I could give more.
Number 1 is very lucky to have earned freedom from my next treatment, because as everyone else is about to find out, it will be a most painful experience.
Coming up, it's treatment time.
I'm willing to deal with that pain.
1 of 7 guests will soon quit for good.
You'll have to take every last peg out of my dead, cold body before I'm the first one to go home.
Find out who when Solitary reboots.
I believe, as Aristotle did, that we cannot learn without pain. So I will educate my guests with the next treatment, which begins with a surprise I have left in their pod.
I knew it! I knew there was going to be something like this here.
The wrong one. It's going to be an all-nighter.
It doesn't look too comfy. You're going to electrocute me, aren't you?
This is going to be fun. Bed of nails. Wow, that's cool.
I am sure you are on pins and needles to hear about your next treatment, but first, go to your meal slot for a change of clothing. I know you're all still very tired, which is why you will take your next treatment lying down. You have 5 pillows to place as you see fit. Surviving this treatment is simple. Once you lie down on your bed, do not get up until I announce that the treatment is over. Remember, if at any point the discomfort is too much, all you have to do is push the red button and quit. But if you are the first to quit, your stay in solitary will be over. You have made your bed. Now you must lie in it. The treatment begins now. Are you comfortable?
Bring it on!
I feel really good, actually, knowing that I didn't win that test. That's probably the worst part about it.
Number 1 has earned freedom from this treatment and will get to sleep comfortably while her competitors suffer. Unbeknownst to my guests, after a half hour, their muscles will begin to relax.
The pain comes in the weight of my body slowly sinking further and further in, and they get a little more piercing. I just hope I don't get a stroke or anything, you know?
My family has taught me not to let my mind dig my body into a hole.
I'm already getting used to being victorious here. I'm learning that I can take laying on a bed of nails like no problem. But being hard-headed as a person is really helping me right now, because if I wasn't so hard-headed, I think these nails going into my head would hurt. A piece of advice I can give you is relax, take things as they come, and don't whine. I'm not that much of a mama's boy. What am I going to eat, Val?
You will eat when I say you can eat.
Let's kick it up a notch. Please remove one of your pillows.
I like firm beds, but this is a little ridiculous.
It's kind of like a really torturous acupressure or acupuncture. It's not good.
I would call it a torture board.
As a martial artist, I've been beat up a lot. Compared to that, this bed, I would say, is tenfold in terms of pain and discomfort.
Remove your second pillow and adjust accordingly.
Oh yeah, that feels good.
Time to lose your third pillow.
This treatment is definitely getting worse as it goes along.
Now.
Say goodbye to your fourth pillow.
The difference between what's going on in my body and my mind is the fact that my body is going through pain, but my mind is trying to remain calm.
My little fight club, I think, has helped me with this treatment for sure.
Shame to lose it here. When I could have been immune. Number 7, count the number of buildings. 168. 168. How could I miss that last building?
My guests seem to have quite a threshold for pain. I am curious how they will deal with the pain once all pillows are removed. Time to lose your last pillow. My guests, have you given any thought as to how your competition is doing?
The only player that I really thought about was the Buddhist. I think he or she is probably faring pretty well because they do a lot of meditation, chanting.
My back is killing me.
I'm hoping for maybe a heavier set person that might not be able to take the pressure.
By now, their muscle tissue is getting no oxygen where they are in contact with the pegs. The pain is intensifying. Number 2, how does this treatment compare to your swimming competitions?
This is not like any competition I've ever been involved in before. You know, you go balls out for, a minute and 7 seconds, but you know how long the race is. I have no idea how long this treatment is going to be.
Number 3, how is it that you are so strong?
And I'm just very stubborn.
Do you mind my questions?
I love your questions. Actually, nobody ever asked that much about me. Now I'm trying to be a little more open and whatnot. I just think it's kind of like a disease to be that shy of you.
If I'm going to complain about this, there's so many people dealing with so much more. I don't have a right to complain. Back in Romania, if you disagree with the rule, they had courts, but it was just a facade. They just kill you whenever they wanted to, so it didn't matter.
I will not go quite that far.
My butt feels numb. My butt is totally numb.
My butt area is feeling paralyzed.
My body's just completely numb.
The red button is always an option. Is anyone tempted to quit?
Not at all. I'm going to be the last one.
You'll have to take every last peg out of my dead, cold body before I'm the first one to go home.
That pressure feels like it's squeezing all the peace and happiness out of me.
I've broken my leg all the way through, almost out my skin, and that doesn't even come close to the pain I'm feeling now. But I never said ow then. I'm not going to say ow now either.
I think there's a group of 8 insane people here.
Ow.
I had a 9-pound 10-ounce and a 10-pound 4-ounce baby. I would gladly take an epidural right now.
You want to know how much more I can take? It hurts my head. But I'll do that. Hurts my back, hurts my butt, hurts everywhere. I'm willing to deal with that pain.
1 square inch of human skin contains 72 feet of nerves. At this moment, my guests are each averaging 103,000 feet of nerves in pain.
The pain has progressed quite a bit, and the numbness is taking over.
My mind is strong. My body is strong. I can endure anything. I am stronger than anybody knows. I am stronger than I know.
Oh no. I'm beginning to feel like I'm going to throw up now.
I think I'm going to cry.
The pain is intolerable.
I'm not clear.
Okay, I've had about enough.
Number 2, you have pushed the red button. You have quit this treatment. You realize if you are the first person to quit, your time here will be over.
Yes, I realize that.
Number 2, you are the first guest to quit this treatment.
I had nothing left to put on this bed, so I'm not upset with myself. I learned that I have limitations. I did not value time before. Everything was a race. The other day I stopped to get some cupcakes for my daughter's class, and that 15 minutes literally threw my entire day off. Solitary has really made me realize the true value of time.
Then you have gained a lesson, though you have lost the competition.
Where I'm not like the very best loser.
I'm still a little resentful that they're in there and I'm out here. But the consolation of losing early is that I won't be away from my girls.
Goodbye, number 2. Your stay in solitary is over.
Bye, Val. Enjoy the rest of your guests.
On the next solitary, minute by minute, the pain intensifies. How much longer will it be before someone else breaks?
I've reached my limit, Val.
And hunger takes its toll on the remaining 7.
I need a big steak right about now.
In the next test, they're out of time and out of their minds. Then, after eating next to nothing for days, gluttony is on the menu. Bite after bite, they must keep it all down or be the next one to quit.
I swallowed my own puke.
That and more on the next uplink of Solitary. There's what's real. Then there's Fox Reality, the only channel dedicated to delivering 100% reality. And Reality Revealed brings you more of what you want. And we're going to give it to you like never before, including uncut and exclusive bonus footage.
I wasn't there for the money.
Reality Revealed goes behind the scenes and tells you what really happened. It's here on Fox Reality. All reality, all the time.